Hey guys, so this update is going to be a little different. I'm still going to include my 31 and my 32 week update, but I also am going to update you on a concerning condition that I found out that I actually have from my doctor. So it's going to be a little bit of both. So like I said, 31 to 32 weeks, so I guess I'll start off with that. Everything has been the same, you know, throughout. I mean, I'm in the third trimester, I'm tired, I'm big, I don't like walking. It's anything in the third trimester, you know, you'd expect. I'm lazy and I don't feel like doing anything. I got this big belly hanging around. My thighs have like doubled in size and I just feel like bleh. I feel like poop. And like I have dark circles permanently and it just sucks. That's it for my 2 weeks, honestly. Now I'm gonna get more into the condition because that's what's most important here. One little thing, I got blood work done. The results came back. She said that I'm mildly anemic, which I expected because I did have it with my last pregnancy. So I am now taking iron pills, which are these little like green things. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hold on. Pause. Yeah, so those green pills. I have to take 2 a day for iron. But I mean, last time I didn't take anything and I was still anemic and everything was fine, but I'm gonna take it anyway. Now to the more concerning thing. Okay. So, my last visit was my 2-week visit that I had to go into because now I go every 2 weeks since I'm in the third trimester. The last time I went, you know, she checked the baby's heartbeat. It was fine. Everything was good. I was measuring just a little ahead of what I was, but everything was perfect. And, you know, just off like a quick whim, I guess you can say, I was like, you know what? I have a question. I was like, I know it's winter, I know I'm pregnant, I know my skin is stretching, but do you have any like advice on itching? Because my whole body is just itchy and it's driving me crazy. And she's like, oh really? She's like, well, you know, I suggest blah 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 blah, but since you're in your third trimester, I want to do some blood work just in case it's something more serious. And I'm like, really? Itching? Serious? What? So I was like, okay, fine. So I leave my appointment. I get a call from her about a day or so later. She's like, hi, I need you to come in. I saw something on your blood work. We'll go over it in the office. I'm like, oh, uh-oh, like what's going on? So I go into the office and she's like, so we saw your blood work and some things were alarming. They were higher than they were supposed to be, and I'm currently gonna diagnose you with something called cholestasis of pregnancy. I'm like, okay, what is that? She was like, basically from you saying that you were itching, I was a little concerned about this, and it turns out that I was right. She was like, sometimes in the third trimester when women's hormones, you know, overproduce, and that causes the liver to also overproduce something called bile acids. And she said, since the bile acids are being overproduced and they have nowhere to go, they're going into your bloodstream. And the fact that they're going in your bloodstream, it goes to the baby also. And she was like, and it going to the baby is very toxic. And she's like, well, we don't want that to happen because it can cause a stillbirth. It can cause a freak accident where the baby's heart just stops. And at this point, I'm like, my jaw dropped. And I'm like, what? Because this whole entire pregnancy, everything was great. Everything was perfect. And then now this. And I'm like, okay, so well, what do we do here? Do I change my diet? Do I do this? Do I take this? Do I do that? And I'm like, you know, now I'm freaking out because I'm towards the end and you're saying my baby's heart can basically stop at any time. She's like, well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put you on a medication called Ursadile, I believe. I have it here. Yeah, Ursadile. Let me just... So, focus. It's not focusing. Okay, so Ursadile. I have to literally take all of these. So I have to take it 3 times a day. This medication is supposed to help my bile acids lessen and not be caused to go into my bloodstream. But since my liver functions, my ALT, my AST, my bilirubin are high also, my liver is just overproducing, I believe she said, which is caused by the rise in estrogen. I mean, I don't have the exact definition with me here, but basically she said it's common in 3rd trimester when your hormones are basically sky high. It can cause a liver disease, only in pregnancy, which will resolve itself after pregnancy, after delivery. It won't have effect on your baby long term. It's just that when she said basically that it affects the baby while in the womb. Outside, no. In the womb, yes. Sorry, confusing. So I'm like, okay, well, what's our next steps? If this medication isn't gonna help, then what can I do? She's like, well, in this case, I want you to come in on a weekly basis. I want you to see our ultrasound tech, and then you're gonna see that. You're gonna see them on a weekly basis, and then around 36 or 37 weeks, we're gonna induce you. And I'm like, induce me at 37 weeks? That's a whole month earlier than my baby was supposed to come. So now I'm like freaking out and trying to figure out what to do or what to think. And she's like, I just want to let you know, I don't want to freak you out, but I'd like you to be very cautious on your baby's movement and kicking. If there's no movement, or if there's, you know, lessened movement, don't even come here. Just call us and go straight to the hospital, no matter what. She's like, be very, you know, the littlest things matter at this point. So now this is like, it's scary because, you know, your baby doesn't always kick often. There's like good days and bad days and quiet hours and this and that, and to be like conscious of it all the time, it's very worrisome. And I actually just had a friend of mine who had a stillbirth, and you know, to listen to that and to go through this, it's so nerve-wracking. And like, I'm here having like all this baby stuff, and I'm like, you know, it's possible that it could be a stillbirth, and it's not possible, it is possible. And you know, I still have 3 or 4 weeks left, and you know, these 3 or 4 weeks usually fly by, but now they're gonna go so slow because I'm thinking every second is my baby moving? Is my baby moving? Is my baby moving? And it's frustrating, and I've never had to deal with this before. So I have cholestasis of pregnancy, and they're gonna induce me between 36 and 37 weeks based on my blood work levels and everything like that. And you know, hopefully they don't get worse within the next 4 weeks. Hopefully they stay where they are, or hopefully lessen. I mean, if you guys have been through this, or know someone who's been through this, or knows any ways to help, please comment below. I mean, I've never even heard of this before, and it's just a complete shock. So I guess I'll be updating you guys more on the cholestasis and my weekly updates. And as for the itching, you know, it has gotten worse from when I first asked her, because before it was just my whole body, but now I see that, because what mainly the itching is on the palm of your hands and on the bottom of your feet, and I didn't have that before, but now I do. I feel myself waking up in the middle of the night, you know, scratching the bottom of my foot or scratching my palms like this, and it's like really concerning, and like, you know, it doesn't stop. The itching just continues, and it just reminds you of this disease that you have during pregnancy. So the only good thing that comes out of this is that I get an ultrasound every week, and I get to see my baby. I get to know that my baby's okay. And if anything, they see anything wrong each week, then I'll go straight into, you know, labor. But it's pretty frustrating, and I will get through this. I will definitely get through this. But I mean, that is going to be it for this update. I will update you guys more. I might update you guys on a weekly basis now, because I only do have the 4 weeks left. 3 or 4 weeks left. I do have my 2 appointments at the end of this week. Today's only Monday, so I'll probably update you guys next week. Yeah. So, I guess I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.